Hello and welcome to Granada Reports. Tributes are being paid to the footballer Joe Thompson, who's died at the age of 36. He was diagnosed with cancer for a third time last year. During his career, he played in Manchester United's academy and professionally for Rochdale, Tranmere Rovers and Bury. David Chisnell has this report.
Don't live life to survive, live life to thrive.
The words of Joe Thompson, who did just that. The former Manchester United youth player had a 13-year professional career that started and ended at Rochdale, where he most famously scored the winner in the final game of the 2018 season to secure their League One survival. But Joey T, as he was affectionately known, was a hero to many not for what he did in football, but what he did outside it. 3 times he was diagnosed with cancer, the first in 2013 while at Tranmere Rovers. He underwent chemotherapy and a stem cell transplant to combat the nodular sclerosis Hodgkin lymphoma and eventually retired from playing in 2019. In the following years, he became a motivational speaker as well as campaigner and fundraiser. Despite the cancer coming back for a third time last year, Joe continued to raise thousands of pounds with a charity football match and walk. Yesterday, at the age of 36, he died peacefully at home, surrounded by his family. Among the many tributes, Rochdale and Tranmere say they're devastated and saddened. In her own personal tribute, Joe's wife Chantel described him as an incredible husband, son, brother, friend and father to their beautiful daughters, who will now carry his light and legacy on. David Chisnell, ITV News.
More than 80% of school teachers say they've been punched, kicked or spat at by pupils in the last 12 months, according to a new survey. It was conducted by the NASUWT union, who are holding their annual conference in Liverpool. They're calling for a government-led forum to look at the issue and identify why there is so much violence in our classrooms.
Well, what we're calling for is for the government to put together an interagency panel chaired by MPs and ministers to look at addressing this issue across the board. Schools are not in a position to tackle all of the issues that are leading to this escalation of bad behaviour in schools.
Finally, a schoolboy from Lancashire has become a real-life Easter bunny by handing out Easter eggs to children in hospital. George Greenwood has given out over 1,000 chocolate eggs in the last few years after he started selling his own toys to buy tasty treats for little children. Paul Crone reports.
10-year-old George Eastwood is doing an excellent job of bringing a little cheer to hospital patients over Easter.
1, 2, 3, 4.
For several years, George has donated chocolate eggs and treats to patients across East Lancashire after he spent time battling his own health problems. He realised the gift of an Easter egg to a young person in hospital can get them to crack a smile.
I'm George and I've come around delivering Easter eggs to everybody in hospital. Would you like one?
Yes, please.
Here you go.
George has proved to be a dab hand at getting people to donate the eggs and getting people to wear Easter bunny ears when being interviewed.
So, George, how long have you been giving away eggs for?
Since I was 5 years old.
And how many eggs have you given out?
Over 1,700.
Can I have that one?
No, you can't.
He just does it because he wants to make people happy. He don't want the recognition and it just makes me very proud.
When I was in hospital, I was worried that the Easter Bunny couldn't find me. So when I got out, I thought about all the other children in hospital. So I asked to sell some of my toys to get Easter eggs so that the other boys and girls could enjoy Easter.
The Royal Blackburn Teaching Hospital is a better place thanks to George's kindness, a move which hasn't gone unnoticed by the Trust's official charity.
He turns up with his mum and his grandma and they're absolutely beautiful family, and he just drops the eggs off and he just wants to make sure every child gets a visit from the Easter Bunny.
And our young real-life Easter Bunny is adamant that the treats should only go to those who deserve them. Paul Crone, ITV News, Blackburn.
Yeah, he's got the right idea there, George. Time for a look at the weather now with Emma.
Why do I need a shower? I've been out in the rain.
The faster you go, the sooner you'll be out. You'll save water too.
United Utilities sponsors ITV Granada Weather. Hello there. Hope you're having a lovely start to the long Easter bank holiday weekend. Weather-wise, it's looking rather mixed, not a total washout, and Sunday looks like being the best day of the whole bunch. So drilling down into the detail, low pressure dominates the UK for the next few days, stays close by for 24 hours, flinging heavy outbreaks of rain up through the western side of the country. But then by Sunday, we find ourselves between systems. The isobars open up, so lighter winds before this system, this low pressure and a bunch of fronts pushes in from the west later on Easter Monday, bringing us some more moisture. So rewinding to the next few hours, you can see that it is rather wet out there this evening into the first part of the night, but slowly that thins out and dries out as all of it moves away to the north. It's been really gusty across the Isle of Man today, gusts of 40 miles an hour, but the winds ease down a little bit. They're still keen into tomorrow, but drier, and those temperatures hold up overnight as well. Into tomorrow then, the sun is up just past 6 in the morning, sets at 20 past 8-ish in the evening. It's a cloudy, wet start to the day, brightening up, improving from the east later on. Still a keen breeze, so a little bit on the cool side. Temperatures down slightly on today's values, but fine on Sunday. A few showers on Monday. Bye-bye.
United Utilities sponsors ITV Granada weather.
Emma, thanks very much for that. We're back tomorrow evening. Hope you can join us. Bye-bye.